So I'm going to talk a little bit today about keeping a horse fit. And when I talk fit, I'm talking physically fit and mentally fit. When you do whatever you do with your horse, show, timed events, English, trail ride, it doesn't matter. Your horse needs to be physically fit to do the job, and it needs to be mentally fit to do the job. I get a lot of messages from people doing different things. Probably half of the questions I get are from people that are trail riding. This seems to be a little bit more of an issue with trail riders than it does some other things, where the horse is not really mentally fit to do the job that they're doing. So now I'm just walking around, but notice how I took a hold of his face. I have him bridled up. This horse bridles up pretty good, pretty easy. I'm not going to let him just keep traveling all strung out like that. I'm going to ask him to bridle up. By doing this gets him physically rounding his back, carrying himself like he should be, using his muscles correctly. And it also helps to get his mind mentally in the game. Gets his mind thinking about doing what I ask him to do. And we walked around a little bit, see how he's kind of bending to the left. This horse is real sensitive to his sides. He'll bend left and right if he feels just a little bit of difference on one side or the other. Sometimes he'll bend just trying to do something. So let's ask for a trot. Again, I'm keeping him bridled up, keeping his mind in the game. See, his head goes up and he tries to look out. I don't quite have his mind. His mind is not there. Physically, I have him in pretty decent shape, but I don't have his mind. You notice he's kind of speeding up a little bit. That has to do with not being bridled up good and not having his mind. I need a little bit more leg. Lift his back. Round up. There we go. See how when I lifted his back, rounded him up, we actually slowed down a little bit. Lift. Lift. Watch his body and how he carries himself, how he moves when I'm lifting, right there, and then when I soften. That one wasn't as drastic there. A minute ago when I softened, his back got flat and he sped up. There he sped up a little bit. I can feel his footfall. I always pay attention to your horse's footfall, the rhythm of the footfall. No matter what you do with your horse, rhythm is very important. A lot of people don't think enough about rhythm. You notice the rhythm changing, then something about that horse's frame is changing. Here we go. That's better. Pushing his hip in. Asking to push his hip in, engage his hip, maintain rhythm, and bend his body. Right there, I kind of lost the left shoulder a little bit. This is where he showed a little bit of muscle weakness. Right leg, push the hip in. Physically fit. Right there, when I pushed with the left leg, pushed the hip over, he got forward a little bit. He got a little heavy on this shoulder right here. Let's ask for a little bit of an extended trot. Keeping him bridled up at the same time. When you're showing that extended trot, a lot of people will get up and show, which is fine when you show him, but see how he lost his frame? We're going to practice extended trot bridled up and framed up. It's not how I'm going to show him that he needs to extend that trot bridled up. There we go, that's better. Regular trot. When I came down to a regular trot, the left shoulder fell in a little bit, didn't support itself, so I'm going to push the hip over, bring the shoulder up. That's part of that physical fitness. That shoulder wasn't strong enough to maintain in the downward transition. I'll extend the trot back down this way, and you can watch, see what he does when I can do a downward transition coming back towards you. Okay, extend trot. Losing my collection. There we go. Extend trot, slow trot. He actually steered off that way, so I'm going to counter bend him and steer him to the right. Bring the shoulder over. That's the little things that he needs to maintain that fitness. Strengthen the left shoulder. Strengthen the right shoulder. Extend trot. Slow trot. That was better. Stayed in a straight line that time. He didn't fall one way or the other. Didn't bend his body one way or another. Let's ask for a little bit of a lope. Right lope, right leg back. Kind of loped off out of frame, getting back. It's part of that out of shape. Got him framed up. His lope felt better. A little bit of collection. Now let's do a transition to a trot. See how he bounced me hard? Transitioned all on his front end. We're going to do that again. He needs to engage his back end and keep his shoulders up when he transitions down. A little bit better lope departure. Now let's do a transition to a trot. Much better. Still not as good as he's capable of, but he didn't bang me, push me up in the saddle, jar my teeth. Let's do a transition to a walk. Good boy. That was a left lead. Let's do a little bit of right lead. Left leg back. Lope departure was better. Then he had not a good step on his back right foot. That's because of his feet being long. Ferry will be out here tomorrow. Re-shoe him. Let's do a transition to a trot. Had to pull on him a little bit more than what I would like, but it did engage his back end. He did engage his back end when we did it. He didn't jar me hard. That wasn't too bad. Needs to get better, but it wasn't too bad. So this is Hank. I'll keep working him. I've done quite a few videos of him. I'll put a link up here to his videos. Whoa. Until next time, thank you for watching.